Hey, what's up YouTube? Today we're working on a 2004 Jeep Liberty limited 3.7 liter. It has the four-wheel drive with the automatic transmission, and we're going to be changing the transfer case fluid. So as you can see, this is the driver's side door here in the United States, which is on the left side of the vehicle. And if you go right about down here between the driver and the rear driver's side door, directly under here, almost underneath the driver's seat, is where the transfer case is located. So hold tight and we'll meet you guys underneath and show you how that process is done. We're just changing out the transfer case fluid. Takes ATF plus 4. Hey, what's up YouTube? We are underneath a 2004 Jeep Liberty with the 3.7, and it has the 3.7 with the automatic 4-speed transmission, four-wheel drive. Apologize, I'm out of breath, had some trouble breaking these loose, but what we're doing is we're just doing a real quick video today on showing you how to change the transfer case. So basically a transfer case is pretty much right underneath the driver's seat, practically, under the vehicle, and what it does is it connects the transmission so that it enables the power to be transferred to another axle that goes this way towards the front of the vehicle that connects the front differential, and that's what engages and disengages the four-wheel drive. So I haven't changed the fluid on it since I got it. It was changed by the person that put the transmission in this, because they also replaced the transfer case and the transmission all in one hit. But what I'm doing today, since I haven't done it, I'm going to do it. So it's done, because it's been 2 years since I've owned it. So you always want to make sure that you can get out the drain plug, which is the top one. Or I'm sorry, the fill plug before the drain plug. So this is the fill plug. Down here is the drain plug. So you want to make sure you can get that loose and out before this, because if this doesn't come out, you have no way to refill your transfer case. It takes ATF plus 4. I believe it's either 1.5 or 1.7 quarts. I'm not exactly sure. So we're going to go ahead and crack out this. This is a, I think they consider this what, a hex? It's a 10 millimeter Allen is what this is. So, unfortunately, it's a little bit rusty. Alright, so now that I know that'll come out, I can go to a smaller one now, or a socket wrench. So like I said, you want to make sure the fill plug comes out first, because if you can't fill it up, well, like I said, it's going to be a bad day. I have this neat little pump that I have for filling it up. It's like a little fluid pump that goes in the top of a quart bottle. Go ahead and take this out. The other advantage of having the fill plug too is it helps, I would assume it helps get air in here so that it'll drain better. So put that magnetic dish. Go ahead and take this and back this out. It should just come flying out of here. There it goes. Like I said, it's the first time I've changed this. I just feel that it can't hurt to do it. Now I've read you can put regular just ATF in here. I've also heard of some guys just putting some really lightweight motor oil. I'm just going to put what Chrysler calls for, so I'm not going to mess around with it. It's just not worth it. So while that's draining, I'm going to clean the drain plug up here. I don't believe that you have to put anything on the drain plug. I just happen to have a little bit of forma gasket I'm going to put on it just in case. Just in the threads a little bit, since that'll keep it from any possibilities of leaking. But do that at your own risk. I don't know if you really need to do this. It'll probably be fine, honestly, but the one time that I say probably, I regret not doing it, so I'm just going to go ahead and basically all I'm doing, and like I said, this is it if you want to, is I'm just putting a little forma gasket around the threads a little bit here. Probably completely unnecessary. But like I said, if I didn't do it, it would probably end up leaking, so that's just my kind of luck. Alright, clean that off. I don't want it all over the plug, I just want it on the threads, really. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Just going through all the craziness in the world right now. Won't mention what it is, everybody knows. I just got home from work. Everything's done so differently with everything going on. The simplest tasks have turned into a pain in the butt. Okay. It's probably drained enough. I'm going to go ahead and screw back in the drain plug. Like I said, probably completely unnecessary to put this form of gasket on there, but that's just my preference. Drain pan out of the way. I do not have it jacked up. I'm actually just laying right under it. And the reason for that is because I am, unfortunately, you have to have it level when you do this, so it's a little hard. You can't really put it up on like a jack or ramps, or you'll mess up the ride height of the vehicle, and then you won't get an accurate fluid measurement in there. Now there is a torque spec for this, but I just go until it feels tight. Okay, now I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to cap off my form of gasket. I'm only putting it on a drain plug. I think they have some kind of thread seal on there anyway from the factory. I could be wrong. So anyway, so what my application that I chose today is going to be the Valvoline. And I'll get over here and see if I got it in the camera view here, which I believe I do. So this is the ATF Plus 4, which is what they call it for. I'm just using Valvoline because that's what I got. And with this little pump on the top, I'm going to pump it into the fill plug now and try not to spill it everywhere in the process. Yeah, easier said than done. Anyway, alright, let's figure out what I'm doing here. I'm just going to kind of push it in there. Alright, and then you just start pumping it. Now typically what you want to do, I'm going to move my drain pan back under it. You want to typically pump it until it just starts to seep out. Or if you go in the drain hole with like your pinky, if you're just able to touch it right below the drain hole, that's
I meant to say the fill hole, not drain hole.
Yeah, these are neat little guys here. Move this a little closer here. Yeah, these fluid pumps are great. If you don't have one, I recommend having one around the house. Amazon, I think I pay like $9 for it or something like that, $8.99 plus tax, and if you're Prime, you get it free shipping. Got the transmission fluid on Amazon too. It was $6.64 a quart plus tax. I'm Prime, so I get free shipping. And like I said, no particular reason why I went with Valvoline. It's just what was there and what was on sale. I believe, like I said, from what I read in the information, there's a 1.5 or 1.7 depending on which transfer case this is. Switch hands again. This hand's getting tired. Alright, so that one's about empty. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop you guys for a minute. There's no sense in just watching me do this and switch over and screw it onto the other bottle. So I'm going to pause you for a minute on that so you're not watching me do that. Alright, we're back again. Let me make sure you're still in the frame. You are. I'm going to go ahead and I got the second bottle hooked up. no point in putting you through recording all that. Like I said, we're more or less just going until it starts to flow out of there. And then you know it's full. I think every, I don't know, maybe every 30,000 they call for this. I didn't even look in the book. I just know that I haven't done it, so, and I've had it for 2 years. I've put about 17,000 miles on it since I've had it. I just like knowing all my fluids are changed, and especially on used vehicles, you just don't know how well they were taken care of. Alright, it looks like it's just starting to come out. I don't know if you're picking that up on the camera. You see how it's just starting to run down? So I'm going to give it a couple extra little pumps for good faith, like that. And then I'm going to stop. Okay, just kind of let it settle for a minute. I don't want to lose all this fluid here. I'm going to pull this out of here real quick before this decides to run all over the place. Grab that there. Okay. So, just cleaning myself up a little bit out here. I'll be back here in a moment down with you guys. Okay, so, now we're going to come back under here again with you. It appears that it took about 1.5, maybe a little over 1.5. So what we do is you take your pinky, you put it in there, and I can touch the top of the fluid, so that's perfect. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up, and we're going to put the fill plug back in, make sure it's clean. I'm not going to form a gasket on it, because like I said, it's just the fill plug, so it's not as much oil laying against this constantly. Alright, we're going to screw that in by hand so we don't cross-thread anything. Wipe it up again here. I'm going to go ahead and reattach my socket wrench back to tighten. I'm going to slide my pan out of the way. Get that back in there. Like I said, there is a torque spec for this. I didn't look it up. I just use my mind, not my muscle here, you know. That's actually probably too tight, but I know it's tight, so that's all that matters. Make sure this one's tight. That's good, I'm happy with that. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you change your transfer fluid on your 2004 Jeep Liberty. It has the 3.7 R242RL, I believe. Somebody can correct me on that transmission. Four-wheel drive, automatic with overdrive. And I'm sure this applies to several other Jeep Liberties. Like I said, I used the ATF4. I used about 1.5 quarts. I read somewhere maybe 1.7 quarts. It used a little over 1.5, so that might be actually 1.7. I wish I knew exactly. There's a stamp on here too that tells you what this is, but I honestly can't read it at this angle. It's the actually it's the 230. What's that say? 231. I believe I read somewhere the 231J. That's the model number on a transfer case. So I believe that takes the 1.5 quarts from what I remember reading. And like I said, ATF +4, and I just use Valvoline. So I hope this helps somebody out. Like I said, not a hard job. It's actually probably easier than an oil change, just kind of inconvenient getting underneath of here. But that's what it looks like, and that's what's involved. This is your fill, your drain. Like I said, make sure you can get the fill plug out first. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to refill it if this is seized in here. Like I said, it uses one of these. It says it's a number 10. I guess that's considered an Allen. It's number 10 Allen. So that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching, and y'all have a great day. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe.